Well, there's one I'm going to learn. We had a couple of requests, but we're going to play anyway. Anything you want to hear, shout it out. We know every song you've ever written. Pardon me? Nice to see you. Came out of your coma.
No, he's not. They just slapped him conscious.
Yeah, they slapped him conscious. We'll get Ray. Ray. It's nice to be here today. I'd like to thank all the people back there in the tent, underneath the tent there. Just think, for 50 cents more, you could have sat down here with the aristocracy. But you didn't, cheap bunch. We'll get ready to sing on this one. This one's called These Lonesome Blues. Oh, yeah? These lonesome blues keep hanging round me. These lonesome blues won't go away. Oh, I'm so lost here without you. Please come home and drive these blues away. I wish that I had wings to fly, dear. I'd fly right to your loving arms, and there I'd stay, Lord, happy forever, close to you and safe from harm. These lonesome blues keep hanging round me. These lonesome blues won't go away. Oh, I'm so lost here without you. Please come home and drive these blues away. There'll come a day when you remember all the love you cast aside. When beauty fades in life's December, then you'll hang your head and cry. These lonesome blues keep hanging round me. These lonesome blues won't go away. Oh, I'm lost here without you. Please come home and drive these blues away. Please come home and drive these blues away. Now, I see a lot of you women out there gazing up at the stage, saying, I want them. Well, truth be known, Dick Smith over here has just come out of 10 years in the monastery, where he's vows of silence, and he's allowed it once every 10 years to experience the pleasures of the flesh. Hope it works out better than that last 10-year stretch here. Yeah, I'll tell you. Anyway, so girls, be gentle with him. That's all I can say. He's very fragile. And now, turning my attention, your attention, on your right, on my left.
What's his name?
His name?
Yeah.
It depends what day of the week it is. What his name is. In the monastery, he was known as Brother Bubbly. Now, I think his name, he comes from Alexandria, Virginia. He's played with the Country Gentlemen, the Del McCoury Band, Lynn Morris Band, Country Store, various other bands. Please make him feel welcome, Mr. Dick Smith of the Five String Banjo. That's enough.
That's a pretty good lion story you did there.
Yeah, that's not bad, huh? I should have started with you first because he is from some mystical place, some place that doesn't really exist. It's called New Brunswick. Yes, I know. A lot of you people are saying, oh, no, it can't be. Yes.
That's a stew, isn't it? Brunswick stew?
New Brunswick. And he is from where's it?
Sasquatch?
Yeah, Sasquatch. You know, he's not from Sasquatch. He is a Sasquatch.
You'll get it.
He's from, where are you from? Sackville and Ashers. Oh, Sackville, New Brunswick. He is, to my opinion, which doesn't mean for much, but from my opinion, he's the best mandolin player, fiddle player in the whole country of Canada. Please welcome Mr. Ray Legier. I'm saving introducing the bass player for after this tune because this tune is Ray's. I don't want to infringe on his excitement. Yeah, it's in the contract. I got to only talk about him when he does a tune. So here he is, and this one is originally written by Merle Travis, I think. And he once wrote a song about a screwdriver. It didn't do very well. And he wrote one about a chisel. Didn't do very well. Then he wrote one about a hammer. It took off. And that's this song right here.
9-pound vice grips.
And Ray is going to play this for you. This is called the 9-pound Hamner.
Hamner. 1, 2, 3. This 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy.
Little too heavy.
Hard for my side.
Hard for my side.
Well, roll on, buddy.
buddy.
Don't roll so slow. How can I roll?
How can I roll?
When wheels on go? It's a long way to Harlan and a long way to Hazard. Just get a little bruise. Just get a little bruise. Well, roll on, buddy. Don't roll so slow. How can I roll when wheels won't go? I'm going on a mountain, just see my baby. It ain't coming back, ain't coming back. Well, run on, buddy, don't roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go?
Dick Smith on the 5th Street.
This 9-pound hammer, it killed John Henry, but it won't kill me, but it won't kill me. Well, roll on, buddy, don't roll so slow. How can I roll
How can I roll
when the wheels won't go? How can I roll
How can I roll
when wheels won't go?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to introduce little Joey. Yeah, little Joey's right behind us here. Don't feel safer than behind me, but he is behind me. He comes from, you come up to the microphone, tell him whereabouts of Virginia you are from.
Well,
Go
long
ahead.
way back, buddy.
Tell me where.
Actually, it's from Honaker, Virginia. It's about halfway. If anybody knows where Abingdon, Virginia is, and Bluefield, West Virginia, about halfway through there. Back in the city.
Nobody here knows where Abingdon or where the heck it is. Nobody here.
You
knows
asked
that.
me, buddy.
Yeah, well, could you make it look like somewhere between Washington and San Diego or something like
Okay,
that?
it's
Something-
between Washington, D.C. and Arkansas.
Now they can understand.
There you go.
Yeah, all right. I
Down
like
next to the Tennessee line for y'all don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, man. Give him a big round of applause, please, for Joe Clark on the bass. All right, folks. You got to watch your playing, Ray, because you played that one so fast that woman there almost woke up. All right, we're going to do one. Who did this originally, Dick?
Let's see. Bobby Osborne did this with I think maybe with Jimmy Martin and Sonny and Bobby. I think was the first version I heard of it. Pretty great version of it. So maybe we shouldn't play it.
Sweet baby blue eyes. I wonder if I'll ever forget you, or if a love that's true every day. I can't forget the kisses you gave me, or your sweet baby blue eyes. I can't keep a memory of you and visions of eyes as blue as the sky. That's why each night there's tears in my pillow. I'm thinking of your two baby blue eyes. Day after day, I try to keep smiling. A broken heart I try to disguise. And night after night, these lonely hearts calling for your two baby blue eyes. I'll always keep a memory of you and visions of eyes as blue as the sky. That's why each night there's tears in my pillow. I'm dreaming of your two baby blue eyes. Now night after night, when shadows are falling, my love sleeps through till morning daylight. I lie awake, just tossing and turning, and thinking of your two baby blue eyes. I'll always keep a memory of you and visions of eyes as blue as the sky. That's why each night there's tears on my pillow. I'm thinking of your two baby blue eyes. I'm thinking of your two baby blue eyes. You know, how many people are here from Renfrew County? Raise your hands. Oh, come on, it's got to be more than that. I know I'll get a bigger show of hands if I say he was just like out of prison. Yeah. No, sir, you just have to raise one, not two. This song I wrote, and it's all about a place like Renfrew County or Lanark County. And I always thought that you go back in those old concession lines way back in there, and you see the old farms with the square timber places, and all the young folk have left. They've gone down the road to Toronto or wherever, Montreal, Ottawa, never to return again. And a lot of those old farms are just sitting there with old people in them in old-fashioned names, you know, place like guys like Delbert and Hubert and things like that. And Wilbur, yeah, that's true. And I always thought to myself it was kind of wistful, you know. It's would you shut up? And he just thinks of these names that come to, whatever comes into his head. It usually isn't much, there's lots of room. And anyway, I wrote the song about this, and it's kind of wistful, and it's called Back on the Fifth Line. And I send this out to all the people who organized the Renfrew Bluegrass Festival, Valley Bluegrass Festival over the years, who are here tonight. Where are they? Stand up if you're there somewhere. I know you're Bob Johnston and everybody. There they are, folks. Give them a big round of applause. Give them a big round of applause.
Hardest working staff in bluegrass music, I'll tell you right now.
Yes, sir. And they only kept $100,000 for themselves. No, they gave all the money to the hospice, and you don't find that in many bluegrass festivals. Somebody spending all the time and effort in trying to make it a success and giving all the profits to the hospice. Real salt of the earth people, those people right there, I'll tell you. Love them to death, love them to death.
When we say we love you, we ain't kidding, folks. They've become like brothers and sisters over the last 23 years.
This song is called Back on the Fifth Line. Now Hubert and Mary lived on the fifth line, back on a small farm neath the cedars and pine, where the dirt was so rocky crops wouldn't grow. She wanted to leave, but there was no place to go. And she'd sit by the window and gaze at the snow and think of the places that she'd never go. Great winds are blowing so gentle and warm. She'd sit and she'd wonder, why was I born? Now Hubert would die a bit at a time. When he'd hear Mary cry and he hadn't a dime or to give her the things he thought she should own. That would turn their small farm from a house to a home. Then one day while Hubert was working alone, while felling the timber, he was cut to the bone. And he wondered aloud what his Mary would say as he lay on the snow and his life fled away. Then they took Mary down to an old folks' home. Now she goes to the window and she sits there alone. But she thinks not of trade winds and places so fine, but of a rocky old farm back on the fifth line. That rocky old farm back on the fifth line. One more. That's good. We know one. Any requests at all? Anything at all? Doesn't. Thank you, music lovers. Meadow Muffin Blues. God damn. Oh dear. Remember, mental illness strikes every 3 seconds in this country.
Dark Hollow or something like that? Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Dark Hollow?
Yeah, we can do that. Why don't we do an instrumental? Or you can do a Dark Hollow, yes. In key of C. We'll do a bluegrass standard. We'll do this one for you. It's so much like Meadow Muffin Blues, so you'll think it's the same damn tune.
Two chords, the same two chords.
Yeah. In fact, one of the chords in this tune is the same as one of the chords in Meadow Muffin Blues. So something to look forward to. I look at a lot of familiar faces here tonight, and obviously the OPP isn't doing their job. I like to hear a big yell when I count to 3 from all the people back there under the awning. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hey!
They are awake. You think you're smart? Well, just wait till you hear these people out here who have been sitting in the hot sunshine, their blood boiling, their skin crackling. When I count to 3, I want everyone down here to yell as loud as you can. Down here. 1, 2, 3. All you people out there under the awning, don't you feel embarrassed? Humiliated?
Yeah, but they're way back there.
Yeah, but they're okay.
Come on.
All
Keep your
right.
ears up there.
Everyone together. 1, 2, 3. Dark Hollow. In some dark hollow where the sun don't never shine, than to be all alone, knowing that you're gone. It would cause me to lose my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, carry me farther on down the track. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. I'm going, but I ain't coming back. I'd rather be in some dark hollow where the sun don't never